My name is Anton Rasmussen. Graduated from George Mason University in the major of economics, actually. I heard about Revature online, kind of followed a job page's link to Revature, read a little bit about it, and then from there went to different websites and read reviews and things like that. I chose George Mason specifically for the economics program. It's known all around the country, around the world, as having a really great economics program. There's some really great faculty on staff there, and the students are really motivated to learn. My impression was that for me in particular, it would be really fitting. For somebody who was a career changer and trying to get back into a technology field with not exactly a technology background, that it would be an opportunity for me to get training prior to going to a Fortune 500 company, which would be a really big deal. The training at Revature it's great. It's very intense, pace-wise. So you're doing a lot of learning, but it's also the latest technologies that you're learning. So you don't really, it's not like college where you're learning the theories. It's very practical and very tailored to the client that you're kind of expecting to go to. I am in the big data group, so the main technology that we're learning is Hadoop. But in order to kind of get into the Hadoop ecosystem, we did get a lot of training in Java and then SQL. SQL is really important for running queries against big data. And then we also learned a little bit of Python, and we right now are just learning all of the different Hadoop ecosystem elements. Hive, Uzi, it was today, lots of information, lots of good stuff. The way that I'm different today after being at Revature for 6 weeks is that I'm a lot more confident in my skills. I did a little bit of programming prior to coming here, so I was a bit familiar with Java and that kind of stuff, but I've now done really practical programming, things that an employer is going to be interested in. I've done actual projects that are interesting and not just your school kind of basic projects. The culture is very friendly. I actually met a lot of people here. I'm a veteran, so went from the Army to school and then to Revature, and it's very similar to the military in the way that it's a very team-oriented culture. In class, we are talking all day, we're working together, we're right next to each other, working on problems. And then even after class, we hang out and we discuss the problems, we discuss things other than the problems we're working on. So it's a really friendly and kind of team-oriented culture at Revature. The advice that I would give George Mason University and students at George Mason is to, first off, do research, but also realize that getting into the career world, it's one of those things where your experience is really going to matter as to where you start, and where you start's really going to matter as to where you go from there. So if you can come in with college experience, that's great, but if you can come in with college experience and actual practical experience in the technologies that you're going to be working with, that's even better.